What's up, everyone? This video is going to be a true takedown challenge run of all-in bear. And the challenge here is we go through the whole true takedown without shooting our infantry weapons at all. So I'll be holding this unforgiven, and that gives critical hit damage to Daka bear. So that's what we're holding in our hands, but we won't shoot it at all. We're also going to try to limit the amount of nades we throw. We only will throw them for survival on foot when necessary. Other than that, I think I might have thrown one or two, maybe on the bridge. I don't really remember. But we had to throw some of the Wotan fight for sure. But other than that, we don't really even throw any nades through most of the run. So that's the challenge, get through it without shooting our weapon. We're only using Iron Bear for the damage here in this true takedown run. And that also means we can't go down, because if we go down, we'd have to shoot a weapon to get our second win. So most of it's fairly easy, to be honest. The bridge phase when the orbs show up, that's one of the most difficult parts of the whole thing. Several runs I've done, I got fucked in that area. It's pretty hard to get past that. If you miss any of your shots when you're trying to take out the orbs, you can get screwed real fast. You can take a lot of damage and just lose your bear, and if you lose your bear to damage, then your cooldown is really, really long. So that's unfortunate if that happens. And then the next really difficult part is the Wotan fight, and it's pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to get through the Wotan fight without going down, without throwing that many nades, and it's a pretty difficult battle doing it with just Iron Bear. But it's definitely doable. The first time I've done this run was before all the Iron Bear buffs, and it took about an hour. Now since we got all the buffs, it only took 23 minutes to get through the whole thing. So that tells you how significant those were. Now I'm going to point out that Bitter Half does bug out on me on this run, which I'm not going to let a bug that's been in the game for 5 months now without being fixed ruin my challenge. I'm going to count it as complete even though it doesn't say the takedown complete. I've had it happen. It happens pretty much every time because we're killing it with splash damage. Usually I can get the black little thing that gets left behind when it sinks into the ground and get the actual complete, but this time I was just getting bombarded by Wotan, and I wasn't able to get it right away. And then when I did spot it and try to get it, a Kraken was in my way. It was right here, and there was a Kraken in the way, so I wasn't able to get that. I did take a lot of extra shots at it that kind of simulates how many shots I would have had to take it out anyways, so it didn't really change the time of the run at all anyways. So, but that is really annoying. I'll show the build real quick. We got the Unforgiven with the cooldown increase. We're holding this for the critical hit damage in Daka Bear. We got our Raging Bear. I've tried a lot of different combinations. I like the 4 stainless steel and the 1 in Deadlines there the best. I really like having the splash damage radius. It's pretty nice. We've got a Last Stand Auto Idle with area of effect and cooldown. Some max health on everything for Iron Bear's health. Our tracker, which we don't try to use very often, just enough to stay alive when we need it. And then our all-in shield, which I actually didn't get a whole lot out of it this run. I didn't get a lot of the boosters to get the cooldown, but I didn't really need it very much either. So you could probably change this shield with anything and still do pretty well. And the skills, basically what we want to do is have every weapon available. We don't need this one, it's pretty shit, so we just want to get the stable rounds here. And then we make use of capacitive armature a lot. We use exploding bullets sometimes. I don't know if I used them in this run, but we want to get down to specialist bear here. And you just definitely want to take scorching RPMs and Daka Bear, the cloud of lead. Other than that, the rest of it's not that important. We got Grizzle, then we got To the Last just in case we go down, but again, that would ruin my challenge run, but I do run this build around other places, so that's why I do have that. And then of course we got full vamp here and Deadlines and stainless steel bear as much as we can, and auto bear. And then we got security bear here as well. I didn't point that out in experimental munitions. Those all help Iron Bear, and so does drowning in breath while you're inside of it. The stacks you get while you're inside of it do count. So that's the build, and hope you enjoy the run.
Intel says there's an elevator down to the lower levels. Make your way there and be ready for some heavy resistance. I'm counting on you, Vault Hunter.
Line up those rats! Resist! Whatever! I'm sick of them! Vault Hunter on perimeter! Full alert!
Anybody counting?
Chance of imminent death shooting 100%. Watch out for the bad accident. 5, 5.
Closing in! Back up, please! Any assistance front down!
Revelation! I return to the hallowed hall! Use this time wisely!
Come on, girls. Don't quit now. It was just getting fun.
Those were advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.
Kill. Hold. Drop. Extract flying. I was already flying.
What I do.
Now that is definitely your target! Light that giant bastard up!
Hell yeah!
Forever!
Who saw that?
Gas ball release activated. You just cost Malawon a lot of money. I'm melting. No. I'm good. Another day, another disintegration. Superior firepower unleashed. Malawon. Damaged munitions. A storm of destruction. Liquidated. Missile massacre.
Anybody keeping score here?